Cricket, the game of kings, enjoyed by countless people from the village green right up to top international sportsmen. But like other sports, cricket has had its fair share of controversy. Betting scams, drug abuse, ball tampering, and match fixing have all rocked this beautiful game to the core. And the club game is not immune. In recent years, evidence has grown of irregularities at the grassroots level. I spent a season at a typical local cricket club, the Mill Comms, based in South Hampshire, to see for myself the extent of these allegations, to see if the rumours of unpaid pitch fees and kit going astray were true. Using hidden cameras and secret filming, I discovered an undercurrent of financial abuse and drug taking that threatens to destroy this beautiful game. This is my report. It all started here in the sleepy village of Hambledon, in a rural corner of southeast Hampshire. The game of cricket, or cricketing, dates back to medieval times, with the early games being played between groups of farmers with hooked bats and pigskin balls. Organised games using straight bats were first played by the Hambledon Cricket Club, founded in 1750 here at Broad Halfpenny Down in the rolling hills above Hambledon. Soon teams at village and county level were forming leagues across the country, and the modern game was born. The Comms cricket team play their games not far from Hambledon, on the Hampshire coast in the towns of Havant and Emsworth. Founded in the early 70s, they play mostly friendly games at local parks such as Emsworth Rec and Hollybank. Although the games are competitive, the social side plays an important role in their activities. From the after-game pub and curry to the annual awards night, Wednesday nights in the summer have been enjoyed and recorded and analysed for many decades. But behind the scenes, is there a hidden agenda? Is there any truth in the rumours of fraud and drug abuse? I spent the season of 2014 trying to find out. The first game of the season was at Hollybank, and straight away I uncovered some suspicious activity in the changing room.
So just go through what you're actually. What sort of drugs have you got? Are they all controlled drugs in there?
Right, that's ibuprofen.
Right. Or so you say.
Various bits of me are swollen at any
Yeah.
time. That is loratadine, because it's hay fever out there.
Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, if you say so, yeah.
And this one here is Sainsbury's version of Zantac.
Cool.
So that I won't get indigestion through.
So they're all.
I can go for a curry with absolutely.
And they're all sort of on the shelf.
Off the shelf.
Yeah.
Off the shelf in the same.
Kosher.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Harmless, off-the-shelf medicines? Or is this man on steroids and performance enhancers? Same player here, Ian Black, normally a great batsman. Is that the technique of someone with a clear head, or someone under the influence of illegal drugs? Here we see Mark Lucas.
Ooh.
Has he been delving into Ian's drug cabinet?
Oh.
Possibly. Steve Morgan, the primary suspect in match-fixing allegations. Historically, a high run scorer, but here, uncharacteristically failing to score again and again. Even our best batsmen are under suspicion. Scoring, a hugely important part of the game, but also one that is open to abuse. Have the comms become involved in falsifying records? The following sequence shows the order of play being entered into the scorebook. It also shows how complex the scoring can be and how easily it can be rigged.
5 was you, Super Wade, but now me. Yeah, Cracker. 6 is person who was number 8, Voter. 7 is Robbo. 8 is Pet. 3. 9 is Magoo. 10 is Buffy, and you're number 11.
The man pictured here is Andy Metherell, Comms team captain, and recently he's been implicated in a scandal surrounding the setting up of fake Twitter accounts. I asked Kevin Peterson, one of England's all-time greatest batsmen, how he felt when he first learned that he was involved in the Comms Twitter controversy.
I just immediately, I had that feeling that when you think you've lost your phone or you've lost your wallet and your heart sinks when you get that horrendous feeling in your stomach. When I got told that in the dressing room at the Oval by another senior player about it, I was ruined. I mean, that absolutely ruined me. There's one thing about happening banter and bits and pieces going on inside you, but when it's public humiliation, because that Twitter account was gaining a lot of momentum very quickly, and I didn't like it.
Yeah, I can understand that, Kevin, but someone of your history and your involvement in controversial situations in the past, surely you, more than anyone, should have known not to get involved in Milcoms. And what happened when Andy Metherell and Ian Black contacted you?
Well, they demanded an apology. They wanted people to say sorry to them. And I took the stance that if you're playing international cricket or you're playing international sport for your country, the television screens are there, you're being judged all the time. You should be being judged in your own dressing room.
The club treasurer, Trevor Watson, here revealing a suspicious lack of concern about the state of play. Is this attitude hiding something more serious?
Give us a synopsis, Trev.
Well, 12 for 5 off 6. It's a slow start, we'd class that as.
Oh dear.
But I have confidence in the comms middle order to turn the situation around.
Good.
And I think in a couple of hours' time we'll see the true measure of the team.
The Comms have always relied on sound financial records, but as this senior current player reveals, things weren't right, even from the outset.
So you were involved in the early days, were you not? What happened in when the team first started playing?
Oh, we just had a few guys at work, and we just organised teams. Yeah. So our team would play the guys down in the wiring shop or something like that. We just all get together and play on a Wednesday afternoon.
Yeah, and in those early days, how were the pitch fees organised? I mean, who actually collected the money?
Oh, it was very simple. The money was just collected and distributed out. Don't remember much of the details, but it was very simple in those days. All quite straightforward.
Okay, but there is evidence that in recent years the funds have been misappropriated. Would you confirm that?
Well, yes, I suppose I have to admit that recently there've been occasions where the numbers just don't add up. There's more money's taken, and never understand how much money we've got to pay.
After match activities, because there's a lot of
yes, after match activities, we go for a curry, and sometimes the numbers just don't add up. There'll be 10 people there, but they'll divide by 8, and we all have to pay extra money.
And the biggest culprit I've heard might be the poppadoms.
Well, poppadoms, they never seem to add up. Sometimes we say we've ordered 3, but only 2 go down. Of course, we have stats. The curry stats are very important.
And they've gone by the wayside.
Well, there was a guy called Dodge, and we really had good curry stats. They were always done properly and always presented at the end of season. Now, it's all just gone to pot. It's just no good any longer.
So, in your opinion, being in the upper circle of the comms...
Yes, I'm in the upper circle.
Yeah, without mentioning names, of course, but
No,
the club treasurer and in particular the club captain, are you still confident in them?
I lost confidence in them a long time ago. They're always on the make. There's always something dodgy going on.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
So now you've seen the evidence. And as we watch this roller preparing the pitch at Compton, we need to ask what imperfections lie in the Milcoms. It was largely an enjoyable season, and the Comms will, I'm sure, be back in 2015. But will the problems still be there? Will the undercurrent of drug abuse, match fixing, and financial irregularities continue to threaten the very existence of this beautiful game? As we watch the sun set on 2014, only time will tell.
When the day is done and the ball has spun in the umpire's pocket away, and all remains in the groundsman's pace for the rest of time and a day, there'll be one mad dog and his master pushing for four with the spin on a dusty pitch with 2 pound 6 of willow wood in the sun. When an old cricketer leaves the crease, you never know whether he's on. If sometimes you're catching a fleeting glimpse of a 12th man at silly mid-on, and it could be Jeff and it could be John with a new ball sting in his tail, and it could